people, welcome to AlbertJTV. Where do I start? Well, firstly, thank you for tuning in. Secondly, as I put on most of my social media platforms, particularly Instagram, I finally decided to join the YouTube world of football to talk about all things football related and Arsenal related. So the best of both worlds. I'm by no means any YouTube expert, so I'm a complete novice. I'm sure I'll make many mistakes on the way, but hey, sometimes that happens in life. People tell me that are good friends of mine that like football or are Arsenal fans that I've got a strong opinion and I talk a little bit of sense sometimes, which is I'll take as a compliment. I would say that personally speaking, my voice is just another opinion. My opinion is no better or no worse than any other Arsenal fan. Let me make that clear. I want the club to do immensely well on and off the pitch. We all have that common bond, the passion for Arsenal and the club. And we want the club to do well. Unfortunately, it's been a hard watch the last 10 plus years. But hey, that's just the life of a football fan, isn't it? I'm sure many football fans up and down the country have got their grumbles with their club, but obviously us as Gooners, it's been tough. Hard watch sometimes. The glory days seem a long time ago, and they were, to be quite frank. So yeah, I just thought I wanted to do a little intro video. I guess the main thing is people probably would want to ask, why Arsenal? It's a good question, to be honest, because I think for me personally, and I might be speaking for some other Arsenal fans watching this now or out there in general, there's drop in the comments below, by the way, what your thoughts are on this. But for me, I can't think of a particular word or set of words where I can say, oh, that's why I supported Arsenal. For me, it's just a feeling. You just get a feeling about a football club. And Arsenal just had me. And I'm sure even footballers get that, where a certain pull to a club, there's just something about that club that wants to make them play for that club. And for me, so someone growing up when I was a kid, Arsenal I just fell in love with. My first memory of Arsenal, I would say, got to be the 88-89 season. A famous 2-0 win at Anfield. Incredible part of our history. I was very young though at the time that game or that season, but particularly that game was when I was born in 81, unfortunately, the same year Tottenham won the FA Cup. I mean, Jesus Christ, how bad is that? But anyway, I can't help when I was born. But yeah, that just was an unbelievable memory. Smudger getting the goal to go 1-0 up, and then if you look at that Arsenal goal, the second goal, it was a great team goal. People forget that. Mickey Thomas had a bit of luck with a bit of touch off Stephen Nicol before he stuck it in the net past Grobbelaar. But it's a brilliant team goal and just an amazing part of our history. And it'd be interesting to see what you guys think. But for me, sort of growing up as an 80s kid going into the 90s, I used to love some of the players that play for Arsenal. For example, I remember the likes of Kevin Richardson and Brian Marwood and Martin Hayes. Loved Anders Limpar, massive fan of his. Obviously Paul Merson. Yes, Paul Merson shoots from the hip now that he's on Sky Sports, but he was a bloody good player, to be fair to him. And I loved players like that, and obviously the famous back four, back five. And obviously not forgetting Ian Wright. God, massive factor in me sticking with Arsenal, being an Arsenal fan. And a massive respect to him as well, particularly coming into the professional game quite late in his career. But having the career he had was incredible. So Wrighty was a big factor, obviously. Rocky Rocastle, Michael Thomas, I could go on. I loved these players. It helped that the fact that they was a successful Arsenal team, which obviously helps. But I look at the crop of Arsenal players in the last 5, maybe 10 years. And I like some of them, but I don't love them. That's just my opinion. There's not that love for those players there for me like I did have for Rocky Rocastle, Michael Thomas, or a Paul Merson, or Ian Wright, or an Anders Limpar, Vieira, Petit, Ljungberg. The list could go on. I adored these players, but like I said, maybe that's partly because we was a successful side. But you know, even so, I had a feeling and a love for those players. But with the crop of Arsenal players in the last 5-10 years, I don't have that feeling. I don't know what it is, but I just don't. So hopefully, you guys watching, and I hope you click like, share, tell your mates or whatever. I'd appreciate the support. It would mean a lot. But well, I've been talking 6 minutes now, so I'm gonna wrap it up because there's other content I'll release at a further date. But I just wanted to say before I go, I want to give a massive shout out to all family and friends and Gooners, fellow Gooner supporters that have me on all my social media platforms, because unfortunately I lost my mum to COVID-19 on April 6th. And I would say particularly on my Twitter, shout out to the African Gooners in particular, some of the heartfelt messages, the condolences, the prayers was incredibly humbling. Honestly, I can't thank you enough. The amount of messages I got were incredible. People I've met at Arsenal games before, people that I've had interaction on social media talking about Arsenal. Some people I've never even spoken to about Arsenal or know them personally, but some of the messages I got were just overwhelming and just humbling in capital letters. So thank you very much for that, honestly. And I would say that's the driving force probably for me to finally get on a YouTube thing, because life's too short and my mum would have wanted me to go and do what's best for me. So that's what's brought me here today, leaving this video for you guys. So again, like I said, thank you for the amazing messages. So what I'll say is now, yeah, click like, subscribe, share, give me your comments at the bottom, tell me what you think, and I'll see you soon. It's Yumo over and out.